If you're new to Canva and you're struggling to overlay text over images, here's a quick tutorial. So the brief for this is something sporty and something athletic, and so we need to see a lot of movement and a lot of energy in this. To do this, you're going to need your elements feature. This is where you're going to find your graphics and your images. Next, you're going to need your text tool, your effects tool, your FX effects, which is also known as the special effects, your background remover, and lastly, your layer panel to manage all your design elements. So to begin, you will need a reference image. I've gone for this image of the athlete in motion, sprinting forward. And next, you need to find an appropriate font. The one I chose is called Anton Italic. It's bold and it's leaning forward, which gives it a feeling of motion and energy. We now have two layers, the layer of text and the image that's beneath the text. Right now the text is covering the athlete, but if we move it beneath the image, we cannot see it because of the background. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to duplicate the image, position it in the same place, and then remove the background of the image on top. This now means we have three layers. We have the original image, which is now serving as a background. We have a layer of text, and then we have another layer on top, which is the cutout image of the athlete. Now you can see the background, you can see the text, and you can see the athlete. But the problem is that the athlete is covering a part of the text. Here's how you fix this problem. The first step is to duplicate the layer of text, and then you position it over the cutout image of the athlete. But now you're faced with the same problem that you had before, which is that the text is covering the athlete. Here's how you work around this one too. You now have four design layers, so you need to make sure you're clicking on the right one. Select the layer of the text that you've just placed above the cutout image, and then go to Effect and choose the Hollow option. And now finally, you have your background, you have your text, you have your athlete, and most importantly, you can read what the text is saying. You're done here, but you might want to add some effects to this. Here's how you can do that. Go to the Elements feature and click on Graphics. Now, remember earlier that I said the brief is something that has motion and something that has energy. So search for things that fit within this brief. I opted for this blue gust of wind, and then I positioned it behind the athlete and also in front of the first layer of text. After, I found more graphics in the Elements feature, and then I positioned it behind the knees of the athlete to give it that illusion of motion and also to fit within the brief. This graphics is yellow, and I don't think it looks nice with the neon blue that I added earlier, so I'm going to amend this with the Edit tool. In the Edit tool, you can either put a filter on the graphic or go to the FX effects and choose dual tone, and then select the appropriate color. And now you know how to change the colors. You can experiment further by adding changes to the image of the athlete and also other features until you find something you're happy with. Thanks for watching, and I hope this tutorial was helpful. The design was made possible by how well I manage my layer panel, and to learn about the layer panel, click on this video.